Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Black 80! Black 20!
They run with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Harrigan, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garçon, 46 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very... Back time, he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Get up! Shotgun! Get up!
Ryan will throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Like 80! Like 20!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
13!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
13!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He'll rifle this one, and this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey, let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
22!
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Gun.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He finds some open field here. Powers over it.
Just fed in his pads, didn't he?
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Wait. 20!
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
21.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get there. Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He gets this one to Garcon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garcon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are back within a Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Throws, find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And that is in. Game. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out. Punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, South! Ready to go! Back 25! Ready, South!
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready! Ready! 56 to fight, boys. 56. Check 56. Too little.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
21.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
21.
He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles? And the pressure gets to him again. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.